The next thing we're going to do is also some more celebrations. And this has to do with the milestone organizations that are celebrating milestone anniversaries this year. And you saw that list. When we started working on the 10 at the Top forums, and this one in particular, early in the year, it was one of those things that just became very obvious very quickly. And that was that, I'm sorry, let me get that, okay. It just was one of those things you found out about. Found out that GHS was celebrating their 100th anniversary. We found out that it's the 100th anniversary of Florida. We found out it's the 50th anniversary of Greenville Tech here, also of Tri-County Tech, GSP Airport. Spinks is having their 40th anniversary, and on and on and on. And we said, you know what? There's a story there. Is this something that we can include as part of what we're doing with this forum? And it became, it really, as we looked at it, it is one of those things, and I talked, Lori Kuhn and I, they ran something it's their 20th anniversary for Greenville Business Magazine, and we talked about it, and they ran a story, hopefully you all saw it, it's out there if you want to get a copy, this last month about the anniversaries. And we realized that it's really the story of the Upstate. If you think about it, there are three really pillar type of groups or things that make a community strong. One is education. One is helping people, whether that be through health or through services. And the third one is business. And when you look at the anniversaries, it really tells the story of the Upstate in all three. I mean, you start with 125 years ago, Greenville High School. And then the Connie Maxwell Children's Home over in Greenwood, which has been doing great things for children for 120 years. Then you start with businesses. The Wood Mortuary, of course, a needed business. And then Campbell Towel, Floor, Lockhart Power, which opened up power for over in the Union area and helped with businesses in that area 100 years ago. And then, of course, the Greenville Hospital System and the YMCA Camp Greenville, and then the American Red Cross of the Upstate 95 years ago. And we really know and see how important that organization is even today. And they have a table out here, and if you haven't, please talk to Ann right afterwards about how they are supporting, how your organization can help support those in need, not just in the Upstate, but across the country. But they're so important. And then Bon Secours Health System, 80 years old. And then 75 years ago, something big happened in Greer, because you had D&D Motors, the Greer Chamber of Commerce, and Greer Relief all came into existence. 65 years ago, culture is very important, arts and culture in our community. The Greenville Symphony started. 60 years ago, some more businesses, Owens Insurance and Shaw's Pharmacy. Then 50 years ago, Greenville Technical College, GSP Airport, Lake Hartwell, Tri-County Tech, and the Itron West Union facility. And you think about that's a pillar time in our community with education, with Greenville Tech and Tri-County Tech and the whole technical college system coming into play. The airport, all the things that they have brought to our region has just been tremendous. And then business with Itron and the plant opening in West Union, I mean, that was a pivotal time. And then Lake Hartwood. I mean, that has been a huge component over in Anderson and really for the entire Upstate. And then go on and on. 45 years ago, the Tax Shop, a United Way of Pickens County, the South Carolina Festival of Flowers, an important event. 40 years ago, over in Greenwood County, Coronacca Fire Department, probably said that wrong, the Greer Community Ministries, Lawrence County Water and Sewer, Spinks, Urban League of the Upstate, another important organization. 35 years ago, Camp Lions Den. 30 years ago, more businesses, Dave Edwards Toyota, the Trail Corporation. 25 years ago, the Greenville Cultural Exchange Center, and Velda Hughes started with what is now the Hughes Agency. And then the University Center, another important education component. And then 20 years ago, Carpet Headquarters, Clemson Little Theater, the Greenville Business Magazine, and ScanSource. So you see, it really winds in a real great story about the region. And when we were working for this forum, we said, you know what, we need to capture that. And so what I'd like to do is invite representatives from all those organizations, and many of them are here, to come up on stage, and I'm going to get rid of the screen again, I had some slides, but I didn't end up going through them. And we're going to take another picture because I think it's real important to capture the history and the things that are going on in the upstate. And then while they're up here, maybe, I hope I'm not doing it solo, but maybe we can sing happy birthday while they're up here. So I ask all these organizations, I'm not going to read them all again, but if you're representative of one of the organizations who is celebrating an anniversary, please come on up and we're going to take another group photo. Steve? You got somebody? Okay. Okay, stay up there. All right, everybody help me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Upstate. Happy birthday to you. All right, thank you all very much.